Hello everyone, today is going to be something special. I'm going to be making a Darth Revan cosplay. Now for those who are following my Instagram, you probably already know that I've already made a Darth Revan before. However, in retrospect, it's been 3 years and I realized that I can easily remake him and make it much better quality, because the previous one, well, it was mostly ordered from AliExpress, and while I did modify a few things, like the ring on the torso, I made it out of a CD disc, and I did make the mask myself out of cardboard, which, well, this model is now falling apart. Yeah, it's not that good. Comparing it to this, once it'll be finished, it'll be leagues better than this little thing. So, it did its job at the time when I was a novice cosplayer, but these days we can do things better. Now, everything is pretty much printed. The only thing I needed to do, make this ring myself. So this is the ring that holds some of the fabric on his torso. Now, I got these files from this little gentleman on Etsy, and they're pretty good. I've printed everything, the torso, the back, the arms, and the models are pretty faithful to how he should canonically look. The only problem I've encountered while printing is, for whatever reason, this part, like this inside of the mask, turned out like this. As you can see, there's like weird geometry here. I don't know why it happened. In fact, the person that printed it for me, like, saw this for the first time himself. So I'm gonna have to grind this thing down myself manually in order to fix it, because this geometry just shouldn't be here, and yeah, I don't know, something happened with the mesh probably in the 3D program. But it can be fixed, everything here can be fixed, and yeah, we can make an epic cosplay out of this. Hopefully you'll be on the level of quality as my Star Killer here. But yeah. This is going to be part 1. I'm going to go right now, actually, as soon as I finish recording this first segment, I'm going to go right now and start priming the armor. I'll make sure that the lines are, well, cleared up, because there's a lot of 3D print lines, especially here. You can all probably see it on camera. I'm going to have to clean it up here, but I'm probably going to use wood filler. For the arms, they turned out really smooth, so I think just using filler primer here will do the job just fine. So, yeah. Alright, so usually champagne is reserved for celebrations. However, right now, it's the only thing that can keep my mood up, and the reason is that I've encountered quite a bit of an issue. So, the problem is that this bad boy over here, I couldn't get the geometry off over here. The one that I mentioned. As you can see, there's a bunch of holes there now. And it's because the power tools I have on hand were not capable of, well, clearing it down. Luckily, I do have an idea of how to get rid of this. In order to do that, I'm gonna need this bad boy. So I'm gonna buy an attachment to this Ryobi drill. And it's pretty much like a grinder. It's gonna be like this metal rod. I've ordered 2 separate attachments in order to grind this thing down, and I'm gonna try it in the upcoming days. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. However, this isn't the only bad news I have. The second piece of bad news is that this chest piece over here, it's a bit too big for me. Now, I did downscale the model. This is 95%, but it turns out it's still a bit too big. Usually for chest pieces, 95% is perfect for me. But, yeah. You may be wondering, Hardman, why did you prime it then? Why have you prepared it for a paint job if it's not good enough for you? Why not just throw it away and ditch it? Well, I did some internet digging, and I did find someone not far away from me who's actually interested in doing a Darth Revan cosplay. And luckily for him, this chest piece is going to be just perfect for him. Now, I am going to be selling it at a loss, however, something is better than zero. So yeah, I'm going to be a bit down on money in terms of the chest plate, but it's okay. I've already ordered my guy to print a second iteration of this chest piece, This time it's going to be 82% of the original size. And hopefully it's gonna fit me a lot better. I did some more measurements, did some more double checking, it should work. This reminds me that I should do another video talking about all my failures on cosplay, because I did do some armor prints before and there were some screw-ups. Luckily not big ones, but yeah, it is, one of them is definitely worth a video. What next? So yeah, this helmet over here, or I guess mask. I'm gonna continue work on it on the weekend. Currently I do not possess the ability to work on it because I simply lack the tools and I don't want to break anything. Got some good news though. I did find somebody who can lend me a Darth Revan lightsaber. So my friend EDS Kepler, he has one. It's a pretty good replica. It's from AliExpress, but it gets the job done. The hilt is accurate to what Revan has, at least in Star Wars The Old Republic, not KOTOR. It's a NeoPixel blade, which means all the lights come from the blade itself, not from the hilt, which means it's gonna be a lot more brighter than your usual RGB lightsabers. Now I do have a NeoPixel blade myself that I use for my Anakin cosplay and my Starkiller cosplay over here. However, again, I want to aim for a bit more accuracy this time around. So yeah, I want to use something that the actual character used at some point. This pretty much sums up the update. Tomorrow I'll continue my work. The good news is that at least the arm pieces went well. I primed them. I decided to actually go over with some wood filler with them to smooth them out. I did smooth them out with this, and then with some sandpaper. Then I wet sanded it, and now it's buttery smooth. So the hand pieces, luckily, they're all fine. The ring too for the torso as well. It's fine. It's all good. So on that front, everything's fine. But yeah, the mask, gonna need to fix it up, and I'm gonna need to reprint this chest piece. Other than that, thank you all for watching and see you in part 2.